Hello, 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 hello. Go wait for the applause. How is everybody doing today? Welcome to Critical Hit. We are your hosts, Retro, and
Hellfire.
there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our 6th episode. We got a lot of great stuff for you guys tonight. So much great stuff. We even have some news that we're going to be one of the first people to bring you. There's only a few people out there who have done a story on this because it happened earlier today. So it's actually breaking news that we actually get to be one of the first people to ground break. We have some other exciting news for World of Warcraft users. But let's take this moment to do some little bit of that whole opening monologue humor thing real quick. So most of you guys have seen Billy Madison. So I'm gonna take a moment. Oh, Sweet Biscuits is here. Before we go into the jokes and stuff, let's go ahead and do some shout outs. Real quick, I got to do the manual typing because the Stream Deck key is not working. So let's go ahead and shout out Rodimus. Shout out to Rodimus. Do one to Rods. We'll do it in order of appearance, ladies and gentlemen.
And here's one of the reasons that this stream is marked M for mature. Yeah.
There we go. Let's watch him for a few minutes,
Shooting
ladies and gentlemen.
You got a guy in the chokehold and you just slit his throat.
Analysis complete.
Do I want him? No, I don't want him. Okay, he can die though.
He can die though.
Guard post captured.
Okay, guys. So make sure you check out Rodimus. Here's Rod's plays right
Stream
here.
Demons, everybody.
Stream Demons. Look at that. Look at that
So
shameless plug from Rod's, guys. Rod's play dropping that shameless plug for Stream Demons. Woo. And there goes Sweet Biscuits, and she's playing Realm Royale. She is one of the ultimate in Realm Royale, along with the Fluffy Life, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely check them out. All these streamers that we're showing you guys, check them out. They're awesome Stream Demons. Horns up for the freaking Stream Demons. Right there, horns up. So, yep, Stream Demons, we're going to drop you guys some love. Anyway, as I was saying, after the shoutouts and stuff like that, most of you have seen Billy Madison, so I got a variation of I guess, is it a dad joke, or is it a dumb joke, or what would you classify the joke as?
It's a retro joke.
It's a retro. Okay, it's a retro joke. Eon Rock and Rolla, hello, welcome, Stream Demons, horns up, ladies and gentlemen. So anyway, most of you have seen Billy Madison, so you've heard that joke where he was like chlorophyll, more like borophyll. So I'd like to say COVID, more like novid. Because most of the time with COVID and all this lockdown stuff, there's no going out, there's no going to stores, there's no going out late at night, there's no going around your friends. That literally no is the only word you hear in COVID, so it's novid instead of COVID. So anyway, that was a little bit of a rant joke right there, guys. So anyway, how is everybody doing? I hope you're doing really, really, really good today, because we got some exciting. Actually, let me throw up the image. Wait, before I go, Hellfire, got anything to say or talk to the people about?
There's so much news today, so much big news. We were going through earlier and we were picking out things, and we ended up having to leave some things out because there's a lot going on. There's a lot of big sales going on, which we'll get to later. So there's a lot to cover tonight for sure.
Oh yes. So with that, since you don't have anything you want to shout out or nothing like that, I'm going to go ahead and drop the first thing. Weird news.
Woo.
Weird news. So in weird news today, ladies and gentlemen, we actually have something really good for you. If you remember on our first episode, what did we talk about, Hellfire?
We talked about Doom on a pregnancy test.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. There was a guy who played Doom on a pregnancy test. There goes Sweet Biscuits with her honeybee emote. But yeah, somebody actually played Doom on a pregnancy test. Oh look, we got Protestant Pig Sow in here. Woo. Talk about some demons coming in the house.
All that demon love.
All the demon love. Yes, exactly. And as y'all notice, I'm wearing my nice little Tony Stark glasses right now. But anyway, in the search for weird news, I came across more Doom-based real news. It's actually kind of interesting, and it's something that Tabitha's in the house.
Tabitha,
Let's go ahead and drop.
we got some big news for her later.
Yes, we do. Let's drop some more. Thank you. They are my Tony Stark glasses. They are blue blockers, by the way. They are gunner glasses.
Damn, Fuzzy.
Oh, dropping that damn right out the
Would
gate.
you like to look closer? What does this one say?
Too.
Jupiter! Oh my god, I can't believe that! We passed by Jupiter's gravesite! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh,
And the last shout out, guys.
Oh my god, that's too much. That's too much.
Throwing some shout out love out there, and once all
Wow.
these video clips are over,
I'm really
Sweet Biscuits, we will get to Doom on what?
Doom on a fridge.
Okay, so yep, no more clips are playing. So yes, exactly, Doom on a fridge, ladies and gentlemen. If you've got a Samsung refrigerator with the video screen, ladies and gentlemen, you too, anybody can do it. It's actually very, very simple to do, but you too can play Doom, and not just any Doom, guys. Which Doom is it, Hellfire?
I couldn't tell if it was Doom 2016 or if it was Doom Eternal, but it was one of the newer Dooms.
It's Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal.
Okay.
It is Doom Eternal on a Samsung refrigerator, ladies and gentlemen. A Samsung smart refrigerator. Oof, my stream must be delayed. It probably is, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. You're still getting the stream. That's what matters. But ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and drop that video. Right there. Let's play the video for you.
Enough's enough. I saw the memes and everything, and I got sick of it. I said, let's go ahead and do this thing right. All right.
Has been terminated. The demonic consumption of Earth has been reduced by 36.8%. There are 2 health boosts.
I'm trying to record this with one phone while holding this, but as you can see, everything is in operational order. I really should have got my tripod and good camera for this, but this is just proof of concept. I definitely gotta make a video on this.
No, yeah. Well, hang on, ladies and gentlemen. No, that's not for now. That's not for now, ladies and gentlemen. That's not for now. That is the next thing that we got up for you. So we're not going to say anything. Let me rewind that real quick. Talk to them about the Doom while I get this reset.
All right, so Doom on a fridge. I watched the video. I don't know if you went to his personal page. I found the guy's personal page. He went through and broke down how he did it, and it was actually a whole lot simpler than I thought it was.
Right?
I thought he went in and like took everything apart and hardwired something in. No, apparently the screen on the Samsung fridges are so basic that it's literally just a touch screen with HDMI inputs in the back.
Yeah.
That's all it is. He just took it off the fucking took the screen out off the door and plugged an HDMI cord in, run it inside the fridge, set the Xbox inside the fridge, and played it that way. And so it was way, way easier than I thought it was going to be.
And see, the cool thing about this is you can play any game that way on your fridge.
Yep.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Not to mention that it's cold inside the refrigerator, and with the Xbox being inside, you're not going to overheat.
I would worry about condensation and that, but it wouldn't overheat. No.
Right, it wouldn't overheat. But it like my fridge doesn't get any condensation.
Yeah.
So I doubt there'll be any condensation inside of the fridge, especially if you use the Arm & Hammer baking soda to absorb any moisture. So you can keep it moisture free, keep your Xbox cool, and be able to massively game. How freaking weird and awesome is that? Now that is some seriously cool weird news.
Yeah, that was it's interesting. I've seen it done not on the Samsung fridge. It was on the little toaster oven, the little screen on like a microwave.
Okay, got you.
So I've always wondered how long it was going to take somebody to put it on one of them big smart fridge screens.
Yeah, well, see, now we can see. I mean, this is freaking awesome right here. Can you imagine, guys? Not just playing games on your fridge, but like where Tabitha says fridge gaming is the way of the future. Believe it or not, very soon for certain gamers, they're going to be streaming gameplay from their fridge. They can sit there and stream their gameplay and be like, hey, ladies and gentlemen, hold on for 1 second, open up their fridge, grab themselves a beer, shut it, and be able to drink the beer as they're playing with you. That right there, I mean, come on, what better way to stream your gameplay than off your fridge, where you can go and get yourself a snack and a drink right from where you're streaming. You know, there's no more having to pause, get up, go get your drink, come back, and take off the BRB screen. Less time for the BRB screen. It's just more like, hey, hold on 1 second, click, doom, and it's ready to go. No wait time whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen. What's a fridge? Really? John Commandus, are you serious or are you joking? Please tell me you're joking. Please tell me you're joking. It's a dream come true. Right, Tabitha? Right? So,
I know it's wild out there in Australia, but I hope to God you guys have refrigerators.
Well, see, I can understand some of the Aboriginals out in Australia. They probably got a block of ice, you know.
Yeah.
So
the Aboriginals probably still living in the past, but majority of the world, I think, is probably has fridge, or at least I hope they do.
Yeah, and of course he's saying that he's joking. So
he's joking.
That's a good thing. You almost had me. You almost had me, John. You almost had me. So anyway, we've got some great news since this is that John Bliss uses ice and salt like the old days, right? Oh boy, that is too funny. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, now that we got the weird news out of the way, it is time for tech news.
Tech news.
We got some really awesome stuff for tech news, ladies and gentlemen. The first thing that is up is something that we are happy to say that we are one of only 4 other people to broadcast this today, because it happened today. So we are actually one of the first ones reporting on this, guys. So this is a groundbreaking news report from Critical Hit. You heard it here. Well, not first, but I think we're second or third, guys. Second or third. But we are one of the first few to be able to do this. Yeah, they don't want our voodoo magic. So anyway, let's go ahead and drop it up there. Verizon, ladies and gentlemen, Verizon. And this news, not only is it the first groundbreaking news, but this is like they trumped, and I hate to use that pun here, but they trumped a lot of other phone companies as of today, 2:00 today, in fact. So I showed Hellfire the news. Hellfire actually called this, guys. In one of our past episodes, Hellfire actually called this when we were talking about 5G.
Yep.
Do you want to do the report or should I?
I'll do the report.
Okay.
So, as Retro already said, I called this. It was the last week or the week before last.
The week before last.
Okay, the week before last, we were talking about 5G and how it's coming in, and how 5G is just a stepping stone, and 6G is already a thing, and we fully expected to have the step in between 5 and 6G hit fairly soon. It hit sooner than I expected, but I did call it. It hit way sooner than I expected. I expected a year or 2 down the road. No. They said, fuck that. It's 2020. We're making this happen. So, but what we're getting is Verizon is rolling out the nationwide 5G network with the iPhone 12. Today at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Verizon released its 5G sub 6 gigahertz network. Over 200 million people in 1,000 cities and towns will be covered. Verizon also stressed that it will expand its mmWave access to more areas, with a total of 66 more cities covered at the end of 2020. This no doubtedly competes with the lower band of 5G that AT&T and T-Mobile are currently using. As of yet, no word from Sprint on their 5G stats, so the 3 major networks now offer some kind of 5G phone and service through their networks.
So yeah, that is like super big, guys. 5G, and not just any 5G, But the step up from standard 5G, we've already got that sub level 6 gigahertz network already ready to go, which means like
Yep.
pretty much you know how like we were talking about that in the 2 episodes ago, where they're doing certain things, they skip a level and they kind of prime you for the next level. That's what they're doing here. They've already got you ready. We're going to be ready, be it physically, mentally, emotionally, medically, everything. We're going to be ready completely for 6G, which with this sub level 6G that they're doing at 5G, you know what that means too, when it comes to them going this early with that.
It could mean a lot of different things. I'm not entirely sure which.
How soon do
you
you think we're going to get 6G?
Here's the thing. Initially, I thought we were looking at 5 years before we saw 6G in any kind of form, and I thought it would be 1 to 2 years before we saw sub 6 gigahertz 5G networks. Now, with it rolling out this much ahead of what I thought, you could be looking at as early as late next year. Maybe early 2022, you could see 6G networks rolling out.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking about. 2021, late 2021, middle 2022.
Yep.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to do some super fast stuff, and as awesome as 6G is, with the radio frequency waves causing issues, I'll bet that 6G radio waves doesn't cause harm, but it'll obliterate the COVID virus. 3 years. See, Sweet Biscuits is saying about 3 years. Yeah, give her 2 to 3 years. Yeah, about 2 to 3 years is what we're expecting for 6G. Don't worry about 5G.
Here's the thing.
6G.
Here's the thing. I would almost agree with you if they hadn't pushed it so damn fast. But they're pushing this way faster than I thought they were going to.
So
like this, I expected to see what Verizon launched today. I didn't expect to see for another 2 years.
Yeah.
And with them pushing this out now, I'd say 3 years is the max that I would expect to see.
Yeah, because you called 5 years for 6G.
I knew it was coming. I knew they would release a step in between 5 and 6. I just thought it would be a little bit longer before they did it.
So yeah, how about making a UFO? Believe it or not, we'll actually get on this down the road. It's maybe not exactly a UFO, but Elon Musk is making a spaceship. He has pretty much close to being physically made. So we're going to talk about that in another episode under Tech News, because I don't know what any of y'all say. I know what Hellfire thinks, but I love some Elon Musk. Okay. Yep. Elon has a lot of great stuff. Right. I've actually got one of his not a flamethrowers. Okay. And it is freaking awesome. A new spaceship. Yes, it is a new spaceship. Well, technically, it's more of a space bus. Yeah, I guess it's basically, imagine like your cruise ships, but instead of it being a big giant Princess Anne cruise boat, it's a big giant cruise space shuttle. Okay.
Yep.
And it takes everybody out into space to maybe colonize either the moon or Mars or who knows what planet, maybe a space station. Knowing Elon Musk, it may be a space station, but we'll be able to have actual space travel cruises coming soon, thanks to Elon Musk. So that means
Rod's question. So that means they have to test the bodies can sustain 6G then. Okay, so what Verizon released today is a sub 6G network, which means, unless I'm misunderstanding what they're saying entirely, but what the technical terms that they used, technically they are running a advanced 5G on a 6G network. So the 6G network is already in place.
Yep.
So over the course of the next 2, possibly 3 years, I'm gonna say 3 years max, you will be living in a world with 6G network being in the air around you. So they're already going to be testing it on you, and you're just
Exactly. So
oblivious to the
you're
fact.
pretty with it's called the wave technology, okay? And pretty much what the wave is you're getting that 6G wave frequency,
Yep.
but you're getting the 5G network on that 6G frequency wave. So that's the reason why
Yep.
it's a sub level 6 gigahertz. So it's 5G network transmitted on a 6 gigahertz frequency. So this is going to allow us to test and get adapted to that 6G when it becomes available. So we'll already be pretty much evolved or adapted to that frequency waves. Now, going back to Rodimus. Rodimus was saying he's going to Lurk, so go ahead and Lurk. Take it easy. Thank you for being here. Yep, I bet 3 years on that too. How fast will the space bus go? That I don't know.
There's
John.
not a ton of details out there on that yet.
We'll get as much details as we can and throw it out there. But right now we do know that Elon Musk is making a space bus of some kind. So do you think this would replace current internet providers? Since I predict the speeds will be as fast or even faster. 6G is pretty much going to be fiber optic, if not T3.
Yep. I would say it's probably fiber optic. 6G will be fiber optic. Here's what I expect to happen. I expect that anything below a gigahertz connection in the next 5 years to be considered obsolete and ancient technology. And so what's going to happen is I expect the price of that gigabit connection, that fiber optic connection, to drop drastically to compete with the fact that they are competing with Verizon and these mobile providers that are offering 5G cellular on devices that have hotspots on them.
Well, see,
so I really expect the internet providers, the cable internet providers, and all this to be forced to lower the prices and do away with anything below a gigabit.
And not just lower the price, but I know for a fact that Spectrum and Cox Cable. For those of you, I don't know if they're in some of y'all's areas, but at least on the East Coast, a lot of us have Cox Cable and Spectrum. With there's another one called Mediacom and Comcast, but Spectrum and Cox Cable are actually working on a sub-level fiber optic line, which will give 2 to 3 gigahertz broadcast capabilities on their cable internet. Now, it's not the same speeds as fiber optic, which fiber optic is beast, okay? And then above fiber optic is T3, and then you got T1. There's nothing faster than a T1 connection, guys.
A T1 connection is a direct line to the internet. There is absolutely no way you can get a faster connection than T1.
So,
but a T1 costs what, about $300 a month? $500?
No, that's T3. T1's even more. T1's even more.
I could have swore T3 was like $150, $200.
No, T3 is around $300, $350 a month.
Okay, and T1 is around $500, $600.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Trust me, I used to have a T3. I know. It used to be around $500.
Yep.
It says, what would people be using this connection for? So Nerdy Gator. Okay, so the 6 gigahertz cellular network is pretty much like your Verizon Fios fiber optic lines. The 2 3G half fiber optic line. It's going to be like a hybrid of regular cable and fiber optic. So you're going to get 2 to 3 gigahertz gigabit network with cable. Pretty much it's for streaming and gaming and things like that. Higher in data, faster.
Well, it's not even about that anymore, because we've come into 2020, and I predicted this before COVID hit. I predicted probably a year, 2 years ago that we were going to move into a remote working society where you would not go to work and have to be at the work for your shift and then go home. I predicted that we would enter a society where majority of, especially white collar jobs, would be done remotely at home. And so what that's going to do is, with this connection, it will do away with wait times. Basically, the connection I have right now, if I wanted to download or upload a game or a file that was, say, 5 gigabytes.
Yeah.
If I wanted to upload 5 gigabytes, I'd be waiting about an hour from my current connection.
Yeah.
I'd say Retro, you're probably at like 30 minutes with your connection because I know you're a little bit faster.
About 20 to 30 minutes.
Yep. So with this connection, you'd be looking at less than a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
Less than a minute
to
upload a 5 gigabyte file.
So with that, what it's going to do is with a lot of times with a lot of people doing video conferencing, exactly, Nerdigator, holy shit. With the video conferencing and everybody with the advent of COVID and everybody being home, the increase of digital media services like Netflix and Amazon Prime and HBO Max and all these video services, a lot of people's connections are still at that buffering stage where they have to buffer for a little bit. With the advent of this new increase in the 6 gigahertz network of phones and the half fiber, half cable hybrid line and fiber optic and stuff like that, the increase of that for them to compete against the phones, we would see less buffering in these streaming services. We'd see a lot better increase in us game streamers, guys. Streaming on Twitch would be a lot better for a lot of us as well. So downside, of course, having a decent computer, but at least your network would be able to handle it.
Well, I don't even think that's going to be an issue in the future. With the introduction of this network and with the slow introduction of cloud gaming and being able to game high-end games off of a little tiny tablet, you don't need a beast computer. You will not need to build a $1,500 gaming PC and another $1,000 streaming PC to stream PC games. You will be able to game and stream off of a $300 laptop that you get from Walmart. Because your internet connection is handling all the workload. I would
even go so far as to say we're going to see an increase in mobile gamers streaming and tablet gamers streaming from their tablets and their phones. So this is a pinnacle point in technology. Just with the advent of 6 gigahertz and the hybrid fibers and stuff like that, this will also probably drop the price in T3 and T1.
Yep.
So
and you'll be able to do more stuff because I know, as Rod says, he runs his streams off his hotspot. I've done that.
I have,
and I know how hard that is to do. You have to limit. You have to strip back everything you can do. You can't have the animated pop-ups, and you can't have a lot of things. But with the creation of and the introduction of this 5G and soon to be 6G network, you can have whatever the fuck you want because there's no limits. The internet is going to be that fast.
And look, with the just to thrust it in there with PC gamers, imagine this network with the RTX video cards on a nice computer. Think of what a streamer could do with this with this type of network and an RTX video card in a nice computer. Just imagine the capability of streaming then. All the things that you can add in, all the cool pop-ups and videos and intros and all the things that you will be able to do. Especially like, for those who don't know, you could go and get some of the other video cards out there, like the ATI cards and whatnot. But I'm sorry, with the advent of the RTX card and their one little app called the NVIDIA Broadcast app, okay, that one app is a dramatic thing right there for any of you streamers out there, okay? So it's going to dramatically change your stream, be it the audio, the whole 9 yards. So streaming and computers and tech are about to make a major leap here with just the advent of Verizon, pointing the wrong way, with Verizon, and they're dropping this sub 6 5G network.
Yep. And I'm looking for the app right this second. Because there's other apps, but this is one that I've worked with in the past. And I want to make sure my password and all that is cleared out the screen.
Okay, so while you do that, I'm going to go ahead and pull the image off and go back to the tech news image. We're getting ready to go ahead and move on to the next bit of
I'm ready before we move on.
Okay.
So this is an app that I have used that is for cloud gaming.
Shadow,
It
okay.
streams. It streams an entire Windows 10 PC to your device. The only problem I've had with it is the connection is too poor to connect to it.
Yeah.
And that basically means that on your mobile device, you can connect any Bluetooth controller up this, which means you can connect your Xbox controller. My Xbox controller plugged in, but you can plug your Xbox controller up to your phone, hook it up via Bluetooth, and game any PC game that you want to game on your mobile phone because the internet and the connection is going to be that great.
And see, for not just that, but there is actually a cable that you can get, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna go get them the cable real quick and show it to them. It's actually cool. Not only can you use a Bluetooth device to your phone, but in case you don't have a Bluetooth capable controller like an Xbox controller, or you have a USB wired controller, there's an actual cable for it, guys. Hold on one second.
And Tabitha, if you're still here, we're getting ready to move on to the next topic, and you're going to be ecstatic about this next bit of news. So just hang in there for that.
Okay, I am back. So this little cable right here, guys, let me give it nice and close up. As you see, it's a female USB device right there. But right here, you have a micro USB here, female, and you have a male micro USB here. I literally plug this into my phone, and I can plug a controller or a keyboard right here into my phone and be able to use a wired controller in my phone to be able to use that Shadow Network or the Xbox Cloud Network and be able to game right from my phone. And we're talking Fallout 76 or Call of Duty Modern Warfare or Fortnite or any possible game you can imagine just from your phone from that network.
Yes. The possibilities are endless, and you have, like he said, you have the adapters you can plug into phones. That looks like a micro USB, but I know they make USB-C adapters.
They make USB-C, yep.
And then you also had the option of getting Bluetooth keyboards and mouse as well. That if you prefer to play with keyboard and mouse. Yeah.
So they have the adapters out there. So tablet and phone gaming is about to take a major leap with the sub-6 5G network and the 5G networks, because it's literally way better than LTE. It's about to new subscriber.
Waffle Messiah.
Ladies and gentlemen, pause for a second. I am going to do a shout out. Every time somebody subscribes, I always do a shout out. So let's go ahead and shout out the Waffle Messiah. There we go, right there. It should, if I'm correct.
It's very slim.
Right there.
There it is.
The best time to blow up is during TwitchCon.
Say again?
Oh,
That's one game I suck at.
The best time to blow up is during
I cannot
TwitchCon.
get the hang of Overwatch.
Right.
I have tried. I have tried.
I'm not a fan of Overwatch either. I'm not saying it's a bad game, but it's
All the
not a
big
game for
people
me.
are out at TwitchCon.
Oh, I'm not. It's not that I'm not a fan of it. I think it's a beautiful
I don't think he's
game.
on the
I
computer
just
that
I
much.
suck at it.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's not a bad game. It's just not for me. It's just not for me,
Yep.
ladies and gentlemen. So all you Overwatch players out there, I may sometimes trash it and call it overplayed, but that's just because I don't like it. It's not a bad game, okay? I just don't like it. It's not for me. So it's not a bad game. I just want to make sure y'all know that. Anyway, we've got Tabitha in there talking about where is it at? Let me scroll down. She says, "I saw a glimpse of Warcraft. Why you tease me? LOL." So Tabitha, that's actually the
next piece of information.
Should we read the notes first, or should we show the video?
You know what? Let's go ahead. We'll show the video and we'll go over it after.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, another first on Critical Hit. You will see it here first, okay? And this took some doing for me to get my hands on, okay? But...
And I'll say this before you play the video. I'm not a World of Warcraft gamer, but this is incredible, and I am excited about this. I might even pick this up for myself, and I don't even play the damn game.
So, Tabitha, okay, appease me. As you see, ladies and gentlemen, you see blue right there. A little tease right there. Okay. What is your favorite thing to do when you do your stream? Besides, of course, playing World of Warcraft and all your other stuff. Tabitha, ladies and gentlemen, in her stream, like I have, she uses a certain voice program called Voice Mod. Ivory Gale also uses it as well. It lets you change your voice on your microphone. Okay. The downside to why I don't use it as much, and you don't see me use it as much as I used to, is because it takes up, and I'll have Hellfire basically agree with me on this. It takes up resources. It uses a lot of your RAM and resources for using their software to do what it does. And it's a good software. Don't get me wrong. I had the full paid program. Okay. But
it eats resources, for sure.
So, and I do a lot of stuff that requires my RAM, and I'm sorry, I don't have much money coming in. I get $20 of luxury money, so I can't afford a really beast computer like everybody else has. I have to make do with a first gen i5, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm really pushing the limits with my stream. But
you're doing more than pushing the limits.
I know.
Sometimes I think you got a magic wand, you wave over that bitch and go bippity boppity boop. You will work.
I use my tech knowledge to its extent. Okay. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I have some tricks in this head of mine. I should have a head like this big. Okay, but I say that for when my ego is inflated. But this right here, ladies and gentlemen, this trumps everything. Right here, okay? Yep. Now, what you're about to see is coming to my microphone, which is an Elgato Wave. It is coming, okay? But it is already here with this microphone. So Tabitha, you may want to save some money for this, okay? But let's go ahead and roll that beautiful bean.
At last, a proper warrior's weapon.
There we go, right there. The Logitech company Blue Yeti Warcraft Edition. So Hellfire, if you'll go ahead and read the notes.
Yep. I seem to have missed. There they are. All right. Logitech subsidiary Blue Microphones has announced the new World of Warcraft Special Edition of its Yeti X microphone with the release of Shadowlands. Not only will WoW players have a mic with superb sound quality and its exterior look WoW themed, Blue took one step further to. Hang on, this is glitching. My screen. Give me a minute. If you want to continue reading, you can.
They took it one step further with some external features. It has a few sound samples from Shadowlands. Rods played 10 bits. Thank you for the bits, Rods. Thank you for the bits. But they have internal sound samples from the Shadowlands game. 20 sound samples, 20 sound effects from the Shadowlands game. Okay. Also, as you saw, it has a slew of the different races sound modifiers. So you select which of the different races you want to use a voice of, and you can actually change your voice specifically to those races. Okay, and yep. You can actually mod it to work with a keyboard hotkey on your keyboard so that you can command the changes. And then for those of you with a Stream Deck like myself, Hellfire, and Tabitha, you can command those hotkeys to your Stream Deck and be able to and change your voice and the sound effects on the fly. Like, I'll give you a little idea. I don't have the Shadowlands sound effects or nothing, but I have sound effects on my stream. I've got like the wrong answer. Okay. I can control those sounds with my Stream Deck. With this microphone, not only does it have that graphic equalizer, you are able to fully control your sound effects and your voice with this mic. You could do a standard normal voice, but at the touch of a key or a Stream Deck button, you can change your voice to orc, to gnome, to night elf, blood elf, whatever race you want to do, and it literally is like. As you heard on that microphone, it's better than StreamMod's voice changer is.
Mm-hmm. And I guarantee you, with it coming from Logitech, that it's going to be better on your resources.
It is, because it's being worked through the mic instead of software-based.
I think it's still partially software-based. Looking at the ad, I think it's going to run mostly on the mic.
Well, see, the sound clips and the modifiers are actually built into a chip on that microphone. I've already did a little bit of research on it. It's on a little flash chip inside the microphone. The software is just controlling that all the settings and stuff on the microphone.
Okay.
So yeah, it's going to use a lot less resources, like you said. Plus, the quality of the voice changing is so much better. And don't get me wrong, VoiceMod is a great voice changing program, but that microphone, not only does it sound good, but the look of it, dude. All the the different Warcraft runes on there, and the graphic equalizer having the runes. That is a sexy ass microphone, okay? And we're Blue fans. We like the Yetis, okay?
Yep.
And
you can't really see it right here, but I'm currently using a Yeti right now.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm using the Elgato Wave microphone, which is a beast microphone. Okay, don't get me wrong, but that is a sexy ass Yeti, dude. I'm just like, wow. So yeah, with that said, see, so badass, I can't take it. Right? As soon as we saw this, as soon as I brought this to Hellfire, the first thing that me and Hellfire thought of, Tabitha, was you and Ivory Gale, because both you and Ivory Gale use the voice mod like a champ. Okay, plus you're a World of Warcraft user, so it's a double whammy for you. So we thought about you when we saw this. So any streamers out there, save your money and either get a Elgato Wave. I recommend the Wave, okay? But if you're a WoW player, I recommend the Yeti with the voice changer.
Yeah.
See, Waffle Messiah wants it. Everybody wants it. I told y'all were going to love this surprise news right here. And we are actually the first to be able to broadcast this news to everybody. No other news stations or news reports, web magazines or nothing. We are the first, ladies and gentlemen. We're one of the first with Verizon. We're the first with this Blue Yeti microphone. So it's awesome for Critical Hit to be able to bring this news to you. I'm freaking excited about it. Oh, am I excited about it.
And John asked, how much is it? Surprisingly, it's the same price as the regular Yeti X, so $200.
Oh, hang on. I did a little boo-boo.
You did a boo-boo?
Yeah. Nothing major. I just started a video.
Can I use it for a mic? Yeah, anybody can use it for a mic. It's a USB mic.
Yeah, it's a USB mic. John. And believe it or not, Yetis and the Elgato Wave, you can actually plug them up to your console and play them through your console as an actual gaming microphone. You can use it in your console. I've used my Yeti in a gaming microphone. Hellfire has used his Yeti as a gaming microphone. I've tested my Elgato Wave as a gaming microphone. So yeah, you can easily do it because it has built-in headphones. I'll go ahead and show you. Hang on. Lots of cables here. This right here, where my headset is plugged into, is my Elgato microphone. The Blue Yeti. Okay, be it the Yeti 1, be it the Yeti X, or their Yeti Mini, I guess they call it, the itty bitty little Yeti.
Talking about the ball?
No. They have a micro Yeti.
Oh, see, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, so there's 3 different types of Yeti and the Snowball, but the Yetis all have a headphone input that you can hook your headphones into and use it as a gaming microphone. And you actually get really great gaming sound from it.
Now, I'll say this. The headset output is really, really great. I use mine a little bit different than I think a lot of people use theirs, because some people I see using it so they can monitor their voice and all that as they're streaming, as they're gaming. But I use mine with a USB sound card attached to my PlayStation.
Yeah.
And an aux cord run into the mic to the USB sound card, so that I only have to have a single mic hooked up to both my PC and my PlayStation, and I control the audio to both of those devices from the same mic.
So right now, his blue microphone that he's got that you saw right there is actually right now connected to his computer and to his PlayStation at the same time.
Yep.
So, you know, that's a double whammy right there. So there's a lot of cool things you can do with the Yetis and the Elgato Waves, okay? And I'm going to tell you, Blue has some beast XLR microphones and USB microphones. Logitech's company, Blue microphones are some great microphones. So between Blue and Elgato, there's no better mics than Blue or Elgato, ladies and gentlemen. Plain and simple.
Well, I wouldn't say that, because here's the only reason I'll disagree with that statement is you can get better if you're willing to get an XLR mic.
But see, Blue has XLR.
Yeah, but there's better XLRs than Blue.
I don't know. That's that. I guess
For the price, you can't beat a Blue or an Elgato. If that's what you want to say, then hands down, I'll agree with that. For the price, you're not going to get a better.
Well, how about this for budget streamers? For budget streamers, Elgato and Blue are the best microphones you can get. Elgato being USB, Blue being USB and XLR, and the Blue XLR microphones work perfectly with the Go XLR.
Yep.
So can you sing on it? Oh yeah, John. Yes. Believe it or not, I've got lots of microphones. This microphone right here is great for singing on. I do singing. Myself and Hellfire. We're going to be working on a recording studio soon with New Law Media through our sub company DBN, which somewhere down the road we'll explain DBN, but we'll just kind of put DBN out there in the ether a little bit. But Supply Jeff, the Kraken has been released, Hellfire.
I see that.
But yeah.
We keep mentioning DBN. If we want to break down and explain what that is a little bit, I don't see the problem with that, because we do keep mentioning it and then putting off explaining it. Unless you want to wait on.
No, you can, I mean, if you want, I'm trying to find my notes where we explain what it is. I can't find my notes on it.
Well, I mean, I know it by heart, but
go ahead, because I can't remember that first word.
Okay, so basically, I own Riverside Media, and Riverside IT Consultant. I also have Hellfire Media, and then Retro has New Law Media, and so we were always working hand in hand. We were doing.
Damn! Hold on! Pause!
I just saw it blow up. Yes.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the Kraken has been released. He has dropped what we lovingly call the Kraken bomb. This is the most Critical Hit has ever had subs. So let me go ahead and before we continue on this, let me drop a major shout out to the Kraken, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff, we love you out there, buddy. We love you. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is major Stream Demons love, major horns up to Kraken right there. Now, Tabitha will tell you, most everybody will tell you that Supply Jeff, the Kraken.
Can't believe he got me with that cheap shit.
Seriously funny streams. If
I got
you're looking
Gulag.
for a comical great stream, good gameplay, you'll leave with a smile on your face. Definitely check out Supply Jeff.
All right.
You will not be able to leave his stream without a smile on your face and tears of joy coming down your eyes.
Like, it don't matter what he's playing, he's going to find a way to make it funny. He's a great streamer. If you haven't already followed him and checked his stream out, you should do it, because you're missing out.
Yeah. Now go ahead and go back with DBN.
Okay, so with DBN, me and Retro we're always working hand in hand on projects, and we started doing projects together. I think what really pushed us to create DBN was Critical Hit.
Yeah.
Because we started working on this big project with Critical Hit, and we were working hand in hand with each other and working cooperatively together on a project, and it just made sense to find a way to mesh our companies together.
Combine them all together.
And so I didn't really want to give up my name, my Riverside IT, and he didn't want to give up New Law Media. So we decided to create a company called Dyadic Media, or Dyadic Business.
Yeah, Dyadic Business Network.
Yeah, there we go. Dyadic Business Network. I'm drawing a blank over here.
Once you said
Dyadic Business Network, and basically I am 50% owner. He is 50% owner, and our companies exist under the umbrella of Dyadic Business Network.
Yep.
And so when you hear us refer to DBN, it is the company that is owned 50-50 by both of us, and both my company and his company are underneath of that company and is owned by that company.
So the concept of the Dyadic Business Network, or DBN for short, which you'll hear us call it DBN because, you know, Dyadic Business Network is a bit of a mouthful. You know? so with DBN, what we plan to do is we plan to actually pull in, like if we find say like a streamer, okay, that we want to start, and once we get money coming in, we want to fund a streamer, okay? We want to eventually be making money that we can sponsor, be sponsors for other streamers, okay? If we find a company out there that is doing something that we like, we're going to pull them in, we're going to fund their product or their service or whatever through DBN, okay? So DBN is going to be able to branch off and help other people like us by funding them. We're trying to get that going. I'll send you I'll send $20 over if you spend $200. It's kind of, well, not spend 200, but you know, basically by if we help someone with products or artwork, like say somebody needs graphics, if you're part of DBN Network or we sponsor you, New Law Media will give you graphics at no cost. Okay, what we're getting is free advertisement out of you.
Yep.
So it's giving you a benefit by being sponsored by us or being a part of DBN. So it's something that we can allow to continue helping people and helping them grow. You know, and it's all about stream love, because a lot of businesses out there, they're like, oh, well, you've got such and such, we're not gonna partner with you because you don't have enough followers, you don't have enough subscribers, you have no presence on Twitter, you have no presence there, you know. So pretty much, how are you gonna get that kind of presence if you don't get the exposure? You know, and I'm fighting every day. I was a Razer streamer. Okay, and because I lost a certain amount of streamers or viewers thanks to a certain social network, certain Discord network that I will not talk about, I lost a lot of viewers, and I lost my sponsorship with Razer Streamer as an actual Razer partner, ladies and gentlemen. I lost it, so fuck Razer. Okay, I'm getting rid of all their products, believe it or not. Tonight I will have a whole new camera. The camera that I'm using right now is a Razer Kiyo, ladies and gentlemen. I will no longer use the Razer Kiyo soon. So because of that, we wanted to create a network that said fuck those stats. Okay, we're looking at the lower streamer and giving them a chance to get that exposure, to get those followers, to get those view stats, to be able to get other partners and stuff like that. So that was the concept of DBN. Right now we're using it for ourselves, for our personal streams, for our personal companies, to raise us up so that we can somehow get the funds to help fund and sponsor other streamers with things that they may need as far as equipment and graphics and video and sound. And like with Hellfire and his building computers, he'll be able to help people with their computer builds and things like that. So it's helping the smaller streamer that can't get sponsorships.
And DBN it will eventually go beyond streaming, because we're not talking about it a whole bunch, but I will say we have 2 indie films that are in early development.
Yes.
We're not giving any details about that away. We'll just say that there are 2 indie films that are in development. They're kind of on the back burner because of COVID and can't get people to act and come to set. But there are 2 indie films that are in very early development.
Pre-production.
Pre-production. And then we're also wanting to go into, I know Retro has experience. He was a DJ.
Yeah.
And then for myself, I was into music. I was in a rock band. I did the whole rap thing, so I have my foot in the door with music.
I also used to be co-owner of Grimtown Records. I was a stage manager for an actual recording group, guys. A well-known in the horrorcore genre. I was a stage manager and frontman for a big name music group. Okay, 10 years of experience. They had like literally fans in Canada, fans in Australia, fans in Europe. Okay, so it wasn't a little, group. This was actually a well-known group that actually their group was mentioned by other famous groups, and we've opened for famous groups. So myself and Hellfire actually have a music background. Go ahead, Hellfire.
Yep. So we have music background. Retro still has his connections. I still have several connections that I made during my time in music. And so we're in the process of getting all the legalities finalized with DBN. And then we're also working towards getting the resources and the money together to purchase a studio. And that way we'll be able to have a film studio and a music studio and have everything that we need at one place where we can actually get some
on a larger
work
scale
done. Yeah, on a much larger scale.
So that said, let's go ahead and get back with the issue at hand. Right now we are on Tech News. We were talking about the voice changer for Blue and their microphone, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty much the last comment that I was going to make that I wrote in the notes are, if you're a devoted WoW player, this mic pretty much is for you. Ivory Gale, I know Evil Lemonade is a devoted WoW player. Tabitha Sabbatha is a devoted WoW player. Congrats, guys. That's awesome. Thank you. We appreciate that. So yeah, if you are a WoW player or a streamer who just wants to be able to use the voice changer, maybe not WoW themed, but just want to use the voice changer even still, the Yeti X World of Warcraft edition. If you're gonna go Yeti X, get the World of Warcraft edition. Why spend the same money to get a basic Yeti X when for the same cost you can get that World of Warcraft edition?
Yep.
And again, y'all saw it here first on Critical Hit, ladies and gentlemen. Now,
and I'll say this: I'm 90% sure that mic is like a limited run thing.
It is. It's a limited run.
So if you can get your hands on two, hold on to it for a year or two, and then sell one brand new, unopened in the box.
Sell the fuck out of it.
You could make the money back and still have money left over. Yeah, like, I'd get my hands on it.
You could sell it literally. Once it stops selling. If it's not opened, you can sell it for double what you paid for it for.
Yep.
Okay. So that's just a little business tip from me and Hellfire here.
It's a great mic by itself. I would recommend getting one. When does that mic? It releases later this month. I think it releases the same day as
Shadowlands.
The Shadowlands update.
Yeah. It'll release when Shadowlands release. It was supposed to release early, but once Shadowlands is released. Okay, and they've already done the pre-patch for it. So once Shadowlands releases, ladies and gentlemen, you will be able to get that mic. Tabitha Sabbatha, I will make sure I get you a direct link to buy that microphone. I'll send it to you. I'll post it in the Stream Demons Discord for anyone else who may want it. But I'll make sure everybody has access to that link to make sure Stream Demons are ready and available to get it.
Yep.
Was I ever in a band? Yes, I was in a band. Believe it or not, Retro sings. Retro's done theater. I've got music out there. Hellfire has heard me sing. I don't do metal singing. I don't have the vocals for heavy metal stuff. I do 80s rock ballads. I can do a lot of theater singing. I can do a lot of love songs. I can do a lot of different singings, but I can't touch that metal, that screaming metal vocals. I can't do it.
I'll say this: I'm a singer, not a screamer. I love screaming. I wish I knew how to scream. But the band that I was in, I was actually the lead vocals, and we had another guy that did the screaming because I could never, for the life of me, figure out how to scream.
But anyway, that said, the band that I was in was a high school band. We were called Altered Realities. And it's hard to explain the band, but it was called Altered Realities. One of these days, I'll get some pictures and do some kind of thing on my personal stream about Altered Reality. It's nothing for Critical Hit. It has nothing to do with Critical Hit. We're trying to stay. We kind of want to stay on topic of Critical Hit versus talking about ourselves. So that said, let's kind of get back on track of stuff, and it is now time for game news. Game news. Okie dokies, I'm back. Had bad connection. Hey, it's all good, Biscuits. Welcome back. We are just about to start game news. So what is up for game news? Okay.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty is in the news. I'll go ahead and let you field this one because you know how aggro it makes me on this one.
All right, and I'm gonna get into it, and then I'll break down why you're aggro and how I see, and we can discuss everything from there.
Well, but real quick, ladies and gentlemen, this is something that me and Hellfire disagree on. This is another topic me and Hellfire disagree on. Just so y'all know, okay? I do not like this one bit, but this is all him. Go ahead.
All right. So, Call of Duty update nerfs 2 popular guns. If you spend a lot of time with COD, then you're probably somewhat familiar with the AS-VAL and the SPR-208. Well, these 2 guns are getting majorly nerfed with the latest update across all systems. Now, do you want to tell everybody why you're upset about it, or should I break it down?
Well, in short, I hate the concept of nerfing. Okay, some of the news that we're about to get into after COD will explain why I hate nerfing. But every time I turn around, this has been nerfed, that's been nerfed, this has been nerfed. Okay, people are like, oh, I love this nerf. Oh, I love that they did this. But for every person that loves something nerfed, there's another group of people that hate that something was nerfed. And I'm usually the person that's on the hating end of something getting nerfed. Okay, and you'll understand shortly. In a few minutes, we got another topic of nerfing for another game.
Yep.
But we'll get into that. So anything that has to do with nerfing, I can't stand.
Yep. And we'll break it down a little bit as we go. For me, I'm trying to think of a way to describe it. Basically, I'm gonna go ahead and the next game we're talking about is Fallout.
So we'll save it. Go ahead and talk about the Call of Duty.
Okay. The way it's nerfing, I don't really consider nerfing. And I don't really consider I consider it a fix. Because if you play Call of Duty, then you know that the SPR-8 for some god awful reason is able to shoot through concrete walls. Like, it's just way, way, way overpowered. The AS-VAL can shoot across the biggest map that you shouldn't be able to shoot across. Like, the gun should not be able to shoot that far. And it's just, the guns were launched broken. They have been broken since the launch. And it was well over time to fix these guns.
So, for me, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm having an issue, I understand where Hellfire is coming from, but I don't like the term nerfing for this. They need to call it something else. They need to announce, hey, look, ladies and gentlemen, these guns were broken. We know it. This is a fix. Don't call it nerfing. Call it fixes or something like that. Some positive term than nerfing, because in my head, nerfing is a bad thing. So if you want to put it in a more positive manner, call it a fix for a broken gun, a gun fix,
it's a hot
something
fix.
Like that. A hot fix. Instead of calling it nerfing, call it a hot fix. And it'll be a little bit better acceptable for me if you use that term instead of nerfing. So that's the reason, the reason why I hate Nerf gun. Sir Dunksy's in the house. Welcome, Woo! Sir Dunksy. So the reason why I hate the term nerf, because what we're about to talk about is true game nerfing. Okay. Do we want to go ahead and move on to the next subject, or do we have anything else about COD that we want to talk about?
I think we pretty much covered it. I haven't looked up the definition of nerfing, and I feel like the definition would kind of fill it up. But to me, what they did with COD is not nerfing; it's fixing what was already broken.
Right. So that's why it's pissing me off is they're using the term nerfing, and it makes me think, hey, these guns were good guns, and now we're making them even crappier. You know, we're lowering
Yeah.
the power of them because, hey, look, too many people are whining and complaining that they don't like these guns because they just don't know how to skill themselves up and go against the guns. So it makes me think that people are just complaining about something, and I'm tired of complainers getting their way in a wrong manner. Okay, and
Yeah.
with the next subject, you'll kind of understand. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's go ahead and move on to the other subject. This is the subject that John Cambanis has been looking for, ladies and gentlemen. So John Blitzed, this is for you. Okay, as you see right here, we've got the Fallout 76 roadmap. Now, to give you a little bit of history lesson on Fallout 76, before we get into what the issue is and what's in the news today, when Fallout 6 first came out through the beta stage and up until what was it when it started, this happened, this issue was fixed or was caused, this nerfing or change was brought about when the NPCs,
Wasteland.
no, it was the NPCs. Yeah, Wastelanders. When the Wastelanders, the NPC DLC came out, they changed a pivotal thing on Fallout 76. With Fallout 76, you were able to view your team leader's missions. You were able to see, loving my new DeWalt Bluetooth headphones. Nice. Awesome. We'll have to look into those for a stream. But with Fallout 76, you were able to play and see your team leader's missions and goals. When Wastelanders, the NPC DLC came out, they removed that option to where you pretty much had to play 20 questions with your teammates to figure out what their missions were to help them with their missions. You know, what kind of game do you have to literally, is this where it's at? How much further? What location is this at? Where's your circle at? You know, are we in the right area? Is it right here? Is it this? Is it that? You're playing 20 questions just to help your teammate with their mission, okay? It pretty much made it a single player game with multiplayer chat. Okay, so that destroyed it for a lot of us. Okay, fine. We muscled through it. We stomached it. We continued to play it because we love the game. Okay, because you know the having to play 20 questions was a minor change. We hated it. It was an issue. It made it hard to play, but we stomached through it. We continued to do the 20 questions. Well, in the advent of if you look in the middle of the thing there, you got what was called One Wasteland for All. And in One Wasteland for All, Hellfire, can you explain this One Wasteland and the issue with that?
So with One Wasteland for All, they're calling it a nerf, but it's more like a nuke.
Like, oh.
Yeah, the puns. Basically what they have done is they have introduced enemies that scale to your level up to level 100. The problem with that is they didn't introduce weapons and armor that also scaled to level 100. So here's the issue. At level 5, you can come across a level 5 enemy in your area. There's parts of the map you don't go to because you're not ready for that part of the map.
Right.
But when you're in the area that you're supposed to be at level 5, and you have your level 5 armor and your level 5 weapon, and you come across a level 5 enemy, you can handle it. It's doable. It's something you can take care of. But when you are level 120, like myself,
or like me at the 200 mark,
yep, and then you come across an enemy that is level 100, and your weapon and your armor are stuck at level 50. That is the weapon and armor cap. That was the enemy cap up until Wastelander.
Yeah.
Except for the big enemies that are supposed to be the entire server coming together to fight them, like the Scorch Queen. But the average enemy that you would come across would only be level 50, matching your weapon and matching your armor.
Yeah.
So what they've done is they've completely broke the game, because now you're having to fight a level 100 enemy with a gun and armor that's half that level. Because it doesn't matter how high your level is. If the equipment you're using is shitty weapons, it's shitty equipment, I might as well go out against it with a level 1 baseball bat and try to beat it to death, because that's about what that's gonna do about the same amount of damage at this point.
Yeah. And see, with that, here's the thing. So if you're in a level 1, level 5 area, okay, instead of getting a like, I can understand if you're in a low level area and you come across, say, we'll go with a mole rat, okay? I would expect a level 25 mole rat in the beginner level area. You know, I can handle with my level 50 gun weapon, because I'm a melee build, ladies and gentlemen. So with my melee weapon and my level 50 melee weapon and my level 50 armor, which is supposed to be a really beast armor, and it actually sucks. That level you would expect a level 25 mole rat, and I can handle that level 25 mole rat, right? Wrong, because you're not getting a level 25 mole rat, you're getting a level 50 mole rat, and my armor's at level 50, and my weapon's at level 50, despite how high of a level I am, level 200, you know, it takes me up to 5 or 6 hits to kill a measly little itty bitty mole rat, okay? We're talking a mole, you know, a mutant mole, okay? And it in a low level area takes my hits and does more damage to me than I'm doing to it. Okay, so it breaks my armor, it breaks my weapon, so I have to switch to another weapon. Finally, after I kill it, you know, I have to go and use parts and stuff to repair my armor, repair my weapons, then waste stim packs to re-heal up, you know. The mole rat bites back after all these years. Exactly, the OP mole rats. Now this makes this, like I said, this is in the low level areas, a level 50. Okay, now going with what Hellfire says, when we go to Watoga, which you should expect a level 50 animal, wrong. You don't get level 50 in Watoga. You're getting a level 100 mole rat. Okay, we're talking a mole rat at a level 100. That should not be.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem. It's not even that I'm getting one level 100 mole rat. It's the problem that mole rats don't spawn in ones. They come in 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, or more.
And then sometimes they had that brood mother one that comes in with them.
Which is even that much more OP. So you're looking at a situation where you're going up against an enemy that's way above your weapon level. Yeah, it's below your level, but you're going at it with shitty equipment, so it doesn't matter what your level is, and you're doing no damage. So then you're having to fight the one can just about kill you, and then you get 2 or 3 on you. It's like you're dead before you even have time to draw your weapon.
Yeah. So basically, here's what's in the news today. Pretty much Fallout 76 released a new patch today. Okay, the patch is to prepare for Fractured Steel coming soon. Fractured Steel is the Brotherhood DLC. Okay. In short, let me pull the notes up real quick, ladies and gentlemen. So before the patch today, there were 2 hot fixes. Okay, they're like, oh, we'll fix it. We'll fix this issue. We'll fix this issue. We're gonna fix it in this hot fix. Hot fix comes out. It still ain't fixed. We're still the levels are still level 50, high level creatures in low level areas. You know, so then second hot fix comes out. It didn't fix this issue. Still broken. And now they're up to patch 23, ladies and gentlemen. Patch 23, which actually brings a lot of good stuff, but you know, it still doesn't address the key issue that has been broken in Fallout. You know, which is the level scales and not having all the cool stuff. Now, as you'll see, let me go ahead and switch to the full vid. Because I think that should work. No. Okay, so it's not showing what I wanted to show. I was going to try to zoom in on the picture, but anyway, with the advent of the patch, we're going to get a lot of cool stuff, no doubt. With the DLC that's coming soon. You know, it'll be coming this winter, probably around the end of November, I think.
Somewhere in that neighborhood. It might even come early November.
Right, somewhere in November, we're looking at the Brotherhood DLC. So yes, I'm looking forward to. I'm going to stomach the bullshit and play the game, but you know, for the time being, it's a simple fix. Give us higher level weapons. Give us higher level ammo. We'll be good. We'll be good.
Or because there's some people that like this update, and I'm not kicking you if you like hardcore games. Hell, sometimes I like a hardcore game. But if they want this to be a thing where they create these enemies that are way, way, way above what you can handle, and you have to like fight for your life, give us a hardcore mode and return us back to the regular mode that we've had for so long.
Yeah. Give us a menu option. And while you're at it, give us some more freaking Nuclear Winter maps. Why we got 2 maps? You've already got the maps. Just set them up for Nuclear Winter play. Give us 2 more maps, Watoga and Welch. Give us 4 maps to choose from and a hardcore adventure mode. It's that simple. Super, super, super simple. You know?
Because here's the thing: I know that they've, like I said, the maps are already there. They're using the maps from the main game, scaling them down and using them in Nuclear Winter. The map's already there. So, and then next year they're supposed to be the next year's update is supposed to be leaving Appalachia.
Yeah.
So they're going to create a whole new map in either another part of West Virginia or in another state, which is most likely.
Yeah.
And so they're creating another map for that. Why can't they break down the map they already have and give us more maps for Nuclear Winter?
Exactly. So with that said, Microsoft, if you ever happen to find this VOD of this stream, okay, please, for the love of God, you own Bethesda now. Step in and fix this issue. Because there's a new saying that we just create. Well, we actually didn't technically create it. We modified a statement, but make Appalachia great again. No, actually, make Appalachia fun again. Make Appalachia
fun again.
So, anyway, that said, on to other stuff that I don't have an image or a video for, but how many of you people out there are Rock Band fans? Anybody out there a Rock Band fan? I know I am. I actually have Rock Band 4. I've got the guitar, I've got the drums. I showed Hellfire that I have the gold microphone for Rock Band 4.
Yep.
So, but yeah, how many Rock Band 4 fans out there? While you go in there and type, pretty much, basically, okay. So Rock Band 4 and all its DLC and all its instruments, the equipment and the adapters and all of that will be playable on next gen consoles. Okay, no extra adapters needed. All your original adapters are going to work. Not Rock Band 4 will be completely, according to Harmonix, the creators of Rock Band 4, or all the Rock Bands, will be backwards compatible, completely backwards compatible with next gen systems. So you'll be able to use your hardware, your games, everything will be backwards compatible. Not only is it going to be backwards compatible with all the DLC and all the equipment, but Hellfire?
I'm looking on the notes. I'm seeing where you put it. Did you put the thing I sent you in the notes, or was that left out of the notes?
Was this Rock Band related notes?
No, this is PlayStation backwards compatibility notes.
No, I didn't put those in the notes, but I was talking about Harmonix is actually coming out with updated new songs for the next gen console. With the release of next gen, I miss it too, Sir Dunksy. I miss Guitar Hero. Yeah, Guitar Hero was good too. But with Rock Band 4, we're getting ready to get some new song packs, ladies and gentlemen, for the next gen only song packs. So when the next gen console releases, and if you have Rock Band 4, you will be able to get some updated new song packs never released on Rock Band 4 at all. Now, going on to the PlayStation 5 backwards compatibility, didn't we take care of that last stream? I thought we did.
We touched on it. We didn't give the list of, because now they have an exact list.
So no, I didn't put that in.
Okay. So we have an exact list of every game that will be backwards compatible and which ones will not be. And so it's a little bit shorter to just tell you which ones will not be. So I'm going to list out a couple games, and these are the games that will not be backwards compatible with your PlayStation 5. They are Joe's Diner. Never heard of that game. Shadwin. Never heard of that game.
Neither have
personally. Hitman Go. I thought that was like a mobile port for PlayStation, is what I thought that was. But it's not backwards compatible. We Sing. Not entirely sure what that is. I'm assuming it's like a rock band
It's
karaoke kind of
exactly.
thing.
It's a singing game.
Robinson: The Journey. Shadow Complex Remastered.
Right.
Just Deal With It. TT Isle of Man, Ride on the Edge 2. Afro Samurai 2, Revenge of the Kuma, Volume 1. And DWVR. Those 10 games are the only games that will not be backwards compatible, which means if you don't own those games, you have nothing to worry about.
Yep.
Every single game that you own will be backwards compatible on a PlayStation 5 on launch day.
Yep. So, as well as that, PlayStation Sony is working on PSVR 2, ladies and gentlemen. They are currently working on a wireless VR system. It'll be similar to what they have now. It will work the same way, only it'll be wireless, which is actually really cool for VR. But that's one of the things that we do know. We don't know anything else about PSVR 2. The only thing that I do know, thanks to my connections, is that the PSVR 2 will be wireless. It'll be wireless VR. So that is a step in the right direction with VR. I get to experience the pain of Dark Souls on the new systems. So
the other thing with backwards compatible, all of your save data from PlayStation 4 will be ported over and will be available on PlayStation 5. So if you're in the middle of a game when you buy the PlayStation 5, you can take that game, put it into PlayStation 5, and pick up exactly where you left off.
Which is actually cool.
Yeah.
Now, freaking thank God. Exactly. Now, for those of you who are Xboxers out there, okay, we've got information for you. Actually, a lot of detailed information. Microsoft has just also released their backwards compatibility information. And believe it or not, they are a little bit more backwards compatible than the PlayStation 5. Not only are your digital games going to be backwards compatible, but your physical games will be backwards compatible, and your software will be able to, your game saves will carry over. But they went a step further than what PlayStation did, and they've enhanced all your old games will get an actual upscale from 30 frames per second to 60 frames per second. Okay, so you're actually it's actually going to, the Xbox Series X and Series S will actually enhance your old games into better quality games. Okay, how do we know this? Well, this works too. But right here, ladies and gentlemen, right here. What you're seeing is, on the left is 60 frames per second in the Xbox Series X and a 30 frames per second on an Xbox One. Now, they're showing you the gameplay. If you watch, the gameplay is a lot better on the 60 frames per second than on the 30 frames per second. The 30 frames per second seems a little choppy, where hold on, let me go back. There we go. So you're going to get a graphics enhancement. You're going to get gameplay enhancement as far as smoother quality gameplay on the 60 frames per second output. So that in itself for Xbox, ladies and gentlemen, is actually a nice little step in the right direction.
Yep. And I like the little touch of using Fallout 4, which is now owned by Microsoft.
Right. I had to. I'm a Fallout fan, ladies and gentlemen, so I figured might as well use Fallout 4 for that. So GF Keighley put an OG Xbox game in the Series X, and it works. Yeah, like I said, all your OG Xbox games, literally your OG games will play. We're talking to the original Xbox will still play. Granted, you'll have to get a certain software update to that game, but using a software emulation system, it will play, and it will have per the quality of the old game. You can only update the graphics of the older games so much. Yeah. But it will have slight updates.
They did something a little bit similar with the backwards compatibility on Xbox One for 360 titles. So I saw a huge difference in certain games. Like there was Fallout 3 is one of them. I saw a huge graphical improvement when I put a 360 disc for Fallout 3 into the Xbox and played it. It looks so much better on the Xbox One.
Right, and Sweet Biscuit says, nice for all you Xboxers out there.
Yep.
With that said, going back to John Cambanis asked the question of how's my Xbox doing. John and Microsoft, if you're listening, please listen really good, okay? Please. My Xbox is completely dead. I will not be able to play on Xbox for a while right now until I save up some money to get a new Xbox. So Microsoft, if you're watching, we're trying to give you props here. If you're listening, send me an Xbox Series S or a Series X. I don't care which. My Xbox is dead. I have a shit ton of Xbox games that I can't play. I don't have the money for your console right now, so please send me a free one. I'll debut it on the Critical Hit and let everybody see it and get a nice little look at it. So please send me a free Xbox, please. Okay. I've got a lot of Xbox games that I just bought and pre-ordered that I cannot play right now because my Xbox is 100% completely dead. So it sucks. Okay. But yeah, John, my Xbox is not doing good at all. It sucks. It's
seen better days.
It has seen better days. Believe it or not, John, I'll give you a little breakdown. Yeah, exactly. Sweet Biscuits. See, look, Sweet Biscuits. You hear that, Microsoft? You hear that? Sweet Biscuits is even telling you. Sweet Biscuits is telling you, so you better listen, or I'll sick her on you. You don't want Sweet Biscuits on your toes.
You don't want to piss Sweet Biscuit off.
So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that said, it's time to move on to media news, our new segment. We don't have an image right now. We will have a little media. Let me actually turn that off. We will have a media news image and a critical deals image coming up soon. I'm in the process of working them, but I have other clients that are paying me to do images. I'm almost done with Evil Lemonade's Evil Lemonade logo. I'll let him see if he likes it or not. But I'm working on a lot of different graphics for everybody. That comes first. Outside of our stuff, my paying customers come first. So that said, we are on media news right now, ladies and gentlemen. And in media news, since you brought it, I'll let you start it off.
So most everybody has either seen something, heard something, or maybe you've watched it yourself because you heard something and wanted to see what all the fuss was about Cuties. Well, Netflix is now being indicted on criminal charges for promoting the Cuties film, which contains lewd visual material depicting a child. Lewd exhibition of genitals or public area of clothed or partially clothed children who are younger than 18 years of age at the time the visual material was created. Okay, well, that was weird. are depicted in the film. These depictions have no serious literary, artistic, political, or scientific value, the complaint read. The Texas Penal Code, Section 43.262, which states that it's illegal to knowingly promote and depict the lewd exhibition of the genitals or public area of an unclothed, partially clothed, or clothed child who is younger than 18 years of age at the time the visual material was created. Tyler County Criminal District Attorney Lucas Babin, I think that's how you pronounce that last name.
Yes, Lucas Babin.
Okay, stated, if such material is distributed on a grand scale, isn't the need to prosecute more, not less? A grand jury found probable cause for this felony, and my job is to uphold the laws of the state and see that justice is done. On the opposite side, a Netflix spokesperson was quoted saying, Cuties is a social commentary against... Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Good. I was...
Okay, a social commentary against the sexualization of young women. This charge is without merit, and we stand by the film. The creator of the film told Washington Post that she wanted to open people's eyes to what's truly happening to children today. After speaking to numerous children, he said being sexier was the key to getting more likes on social media. The director of the film was quoted saying, to see these youngsters put so much pressure on themselves so early was heartbreaking. Their insights and experiences with social media informed Cuties. We will Okay, that's it.
Yeah,
We can go from there.
basically, for right now, we don't have no more information outside of the fact that they were indicted. You've got the lady who created it and the director and Netflix backing it up. But pretty much, when we get more information, we'll keep you updated on this whole story.
Yep.
Yeah, they auditioned like 600 kids. Yeah.
Yep.
So here's the thing. Okay, I understand what the creator of the film and the director are saying. I get it, but I'm sorry. You can depict or tell the story without graphically showing certain things. Okay, without sexualizing the kids. You don't have to sexualize and graphically throw certain things out there for people to get the story across. Okay, you can imply certain scenes without actually showing the scenes. You don't have to show me some underage girl's ass or genitals to get a point across that they're sexualizing kids. I've seen dance moms. I have a daughter. I know what goes on with dance. My niece helps teach at a dance school. I know how sexualizing some dance schools are. You know, you don't have to show me a child's ass to know that is being sexualized. Okay.
Yep.
Sex may be fine and open for the French, where the creator comes from. She actually comes from the French area of Canada. You know, you don't have to sexualize it to let me know that it's being done. Okay. All you're doing is you're opening doors for pedophiles to have easy access to free porn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'll say this. I will say this. I don't like to jump on bandwagons and start hating something without knowing what I'm hating. I started to watch this video. I started to watch the movie. I got about 30 minutes into it and turned it off. It is. I saw, and then I went on YouTube and I found clips of the exact stuff that people were mad about. There is just so much wrong in this movie. There's a scene. There's the scene everybody's talking about where she's literally burying her ass on camera. There is a scene where basically her phone is going to be taken away from her. So in order to make sure she's still being talked about and she's still popular and she's still the talk of the school, she shuts herself into a bathroom, pulls her pants down, and takes a picture of her genital area. You don't see the genital area, but it's implied that that's what she's doing, and then posts it to Instagram.
But see, that's the thing. Even though she implies the genital areas, she still shows her bare ass. Now, to make the story worse, and I'm sorry, I know Paladin Baz isn't here, and I'm sorry, Sir Dunksy, but it seems a lot of the people in France and Europe are actually backing her, the creator in the movie up. There's a majority of the European people are saying that it's okay, that there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, hey, look, Europe. You're a different country. This is an American movie company. Okay, it's created out of Texas.
Yeah, Sir Dunksy said, "Oh hell no." He said, "Don't link him up with all that."
That's what I said. I admire Sir Dunksy. Okay, he agrees with me. But a lot of Europeans are saying all of Europe. Well, that's not true. Sir Dunksy doesn't agree with it. Just because some of y'all do, you know. But yeah, it's whatever, you know. Oh, hang on one sec. I gotta fix this. But probably back them up while jerking off. Yeah, pretty much, right? So I know that all of Europe does not agree with it, Sir Dunksy. I just know that certain European news companies are claiming that all of Europe is behind the creator of this film. But I know that some of y'all don't agree with it. But still, but yeah, this is ridiculous. Have some common sense. Got a new that boy 896. Thank you for the follow. We appreciate it. Have some common sense, okay? We understand that kids are being sexualized and being molested. You know, it's open. It's in politics today. Okay, we won't talk about politics, but it's blatantly in our face with politics that kids are getting sexualized. We don't need to see it to know it. Okay, you can imply it without showing the graphic stuff and still give the graphic knowledge and story to us. Okay, Cuties would have been a good story had they not shown the graphical representation of this. I wouldn't mind seeing the movie if it didn't have those graphical scenes in there. Because I have a daughter, okay? I have a niece. I don't need to see this kind of stuff, okay? No one in America needs to see this stuff, Okay, all
No
you're
one in
doing.
the world needs to see
Right.
this stuff.
So
I don't care what nation you're from. Sexual exploitation of a child is never acceptable. I don't care what nation you're from.
Exactly. And Sweet Biscuits, yes, I believe in loving your body, okay? I believe in accepting yourself and the way things are. Believe it or not, most people can't really tell. I'm going to go ahead and break a little things down. That boy 896 dropping out a John Blitz Tay. Just heads up, most of y'all can't tell, but some of y'all can. And I get trolls in my personal stream dropping about my teeth. Yes, my teeth are bad, okay? Yes, the older I get, the less attractive I look. I can't afford to get the medical needs the medical care that I need because of bills and COVID and stuff like that. I've learned to accept me as I am because I know that my medical issues are thanks to me having been a former officer who got jumped. And I wasn't even a regular officer. I was computer forensics who happened to be at the right place at the wrong time. I was jumped. I love my body, okay? I'm physically fit outside of, certain things, but I love me, okay? I understand loving your body, but you shouldn't. A kid under a certain age should respect their body and love their body. There's a difference in blatantly showing yourself and loving yourself. Respect your body, love your body. Two different things, but you need them together. Love your body, respect your body. Okay?
Yep.
Know that there's mentally disturbed people out there that love to see kids in child pornography. Don't put it out there. Don't make it easy access. Don't promote it. Okay? There's a certain group out there that I won't name because I'll get blasted here on Twitch for dropping this. But there's a certain group that promotes it and says that it's okay. It's not okay. It is not okay in any means of the stretch of the word. Okay? Plain and simple. As I said, there's a scene where the girl are practicing twerking and just spanking each other. Exactly. See, there we go. Mm-hmm. Plain and simple with this story, ladies and gentlemen. I hope this indictment goes through, and I hope that it wins. I hope that they have to force to take it off and pay some kind of small penalty. I don't want them to shut Netflix down. I just want them to have to pay a small penalty fee and make them force them to drop this movie completely. If this person wants to sell the DVD personally on their own, have at it.
Here's the thing: if this was acceptable in France, I've never been to France. I don't know how the France handle everything. It might be acceptable in France.
Well, see, she's not even from France. She's French. She's from the French Canadian area of Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
so
either
that
way,
makes it even worse.
It might be acceptable where she's from. I've never been to where she's from. I don't know, but Netflix has the capabilities of blocking things from certain regions of the world.
Yes.
So if it was acceptable, personally, I don't think it's acceptable anywhere.
Agreed.
But if it was acceptable by law in that part of the world and they were okay with having it, then block it off so that we don't have to see it. It has no place in America. It has no place in the entire world.
Anywhere, exactly.
But as America, we have to stand up and say this is wrong because we can't control that Afghanistan lets 30-year-old men marry 13-year-old girls, but we can keep that from happening here, and we have to make sure we stand on that. And so I hope that they get indicted. I hope that there's a repercussion for what they've done. And I hope the movie gets taken down.
Yeah, I agree. Completely. Now, on a side note, Sweet Biscuits, when you're talking about thick women, believe it or not, whether you're thick, whether you're thin, medium, whatever size you are, a person is beautiful no matter what, whether you're a man or a woman, okay? Thick is fine. The only problem I have with body is if you're not healthy, you don't present yourself well. Those two things right there. So if you're so thick that you can't walk through a door, then okay, then you're not. Sorry, take care of yourself. It doesn't matter if you're big or if you're small. You are beautiful.
Yep.
But take care of yourself. Have some common sense on your body. Present yourself well. Proper hygiene, things like that. Big or small, it doesn't matter. You're beautiful no matter who you are. Okay, so we'll kind of get that out of the way.
Yep. So long as your size is not affecting your health, then there is absolutely not a problem, no matter what size you are.
Yep.
If it's affecting your health, then you should probably consider losing some weight for your health. But if it's not, if your body is healthy with the weight that you have, then there is not a problem with.
Believe it or not, not even big weight, not even people who are big. This goes for people who are skinny, anorexia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
If you're too skinny and you look like a walking skeleton, okay, and I know skinny, okay. I used to be a beanpole, ladies and gentlemen, and I wasn't even that skinny. Okay. I don't mind skinny women at all. I love skinny women. I love some thick women. Okay. For me, I believe I see beauty inside the person as well as they present themselves well, yes. But I'm more about who the person is more so than what they look like. But there are some super skinny women that are so skinny that they have no meat whatsoever, no muscle. They are a walking skeleton. And I'm sorry, to me, that is gross. Okay? So if you're overly big or you're underly small, to me, that, take care of yourself even if you're that skinny.
I will say this.
Have some common sense and care.
I'll say this. I do know that some people are like that, and they'll sit there. I know someone personally that is like that. They are a walking skeleton, and they will out-eat me. Like, they can put more food in their body than I put in my body on a day-to-day basis, and they can't put the weight on. There are health issues, and if you have one of those health issues, then that's understandable. But if you are starving yourself to achieve that, that's the issue.
Well, see, that's the reason why I stressed the anorexia, because these are people who are vomiting and starving themselves and stuff like that. Yep. I understand if you have a medical condition, because I have a friend. She's no longer in our town anymore, but she has a certain issue where she actually has to have she has a tube, and she has to get she gets her food from a tube. Okay, so she's fairly skinny, but she had to move away because the area that she moved to was the only place that could take care of her medical condition. But at least she's taking care of her condition, and she's finally, believe it or not, she's not looking like a walking skeleton anymore. She's still skinny, but she looks a little bit healthier than she used to when she was in our town, because people used to joke her and stuff like that. But if you're starving yourself and trying to fit, as Sweet Biscuit says, a social norm, that's wrong. You're not taking care of yourself. Yep. You're consciously letting yourself go. Okay? Yep. I don't care on what ends of the scale you are. If you're not taking care of yourself, please take care of yourself. I have medical conditions, lots of medical conditions, and I can't take care of myself. I wish to God I could. People are like, oh, go here, get this, go here, Medicaid this, Medicare that. Fuck that. I've tried. Okay, the government will only give me, and Hellfire knows this. He's seen the paperwork, ladies and gentlemen. I can only get what I call hooker insurance. Okay, now Hellfire laughs about this, as you can see on his face. I laugh about it, but I can only get legally hooker insurance. What is hooker insurance, and why do I call it hooker insurance? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the government will only give me free STD checks and free condoms. That's all I'm insured for. Okay, that's my Medicaid or Medicare. I can't remember if it's Medicare or Medicaid, but that's all they're going to give me. Okay, so Hellfire with one view. Thank you for that. But basically, it's the government's way of telling me, hey, look, we don't promote prostitution, but if you want money and you want to afford the better health care, you're gonna have to go out there and have sex. Here, have these free STD checks and these free condoms. Go have all the sex you can, charge some money. Hopefully you don't get caught by the cops and pay for higher medical needs. Sorry, but we don't support you. They don't care about me. Okay, so yes, I'm in a little bit of a medical crisis, but I can't afford it. I'm trying to better myself, but with bills and a 9-year-old and stuff like that, any money I get goes away faster than I can get it. But take care of yourself. I take care of myself to the best of my means. I look healthy to some degrees, right? Yeah, because I exercise, I eat right, I get a certain amount of sleep. I drink water, flavored water, but I drink water. I eat right. I cut sugars out. I only get the certain natural sugars that a body needs, usually in the mornings. So I eat right, ladies and gentlemen. I am fairly slim. You can kind of see the outlines of my abs coming in. I'm fairly slim, and my abs are rock hard abs. So I'm not fat. I'm healthy. Condom raffle is up next. Condom raffle, probably. So yeah, I'm fairly healthy. I got a little extra skin because yes, I had a dad bod, ladies and gentlemen. they put me on 3 different types of prednisone for my herniated discs. And for those who don't know, prednisone makes you swell up. Okay.
Yep.
So I had some swelling, and I looked fairly big for a while, but I'm getting back in shape. I'm getting my proper body. I'm taking care of myself. If Kevin Smith can do it, I can do it. And there's a lot of stuff you can do that doesn't cost nothing. But yeah, that said, I'm getting off of tech stuff and game stuff. We got on a whole different discussion, ladies and gentlemen.
We went down a rabbit hole. Back on track.
Exactly. Back on track. We don't have the image. Critical deals.
All right. So with critical deals, we have Amazon Prime Day. What is it, tomorrow?
Starts tomorrow, 15th.
Yep, starts tomorrow.
16th.
So if you don't already have Amazon Prime, you make sure you get Amazon Prime. And Amazon Prime, do you have any of the deals that they have up? I know they have a ton. There is an absolute shitload.
They have from a different from a wider range of third-party companies. They have some 4K TVs. They have some 8K TVs that are like $1,000 instead of $2,000. So you can get an 8K TV, ladies and gentlemen, for $1,200. Okay, it's the 13th. It's the 13th. Yeah. So I think it's the 13th now.
Today's the 13th.
No, okay, so the 13th and 14th is early Prime Day sales, guys. That's not actual Prime Day. That's the early Prime Day sales. The 15th starts the actual Prime Day. The 13th and 14th is early Prime release. So that's just some of the sales that they're going to have.
The big sale will be on the 15th.
The big sale will be on the 15th. They got a lot. They've got a lot of TVs, a lot of external hard drives, clothes, a lot of tech stuff, game system, games controllers. Razer has a lot of their headsets, their computers, and their components, even though I don't like Razer, but hey, they're dropping some big things out there. Lenovo has some deals out there. HP and Dell have some deals out there. So there's a lot of deals going on right now with the early sales of the 13th and 14th, but the 15th, ladies and gentlemen, are going to have your major price slashes. Not like a certain percentage of 25% here, but it's going to be some major price drops. I don't know what they're having right now. I'm trying to see if I can get some kind of leak that maybe we can do some kind of quick early release critical hits episodes that people know. But yeah, early Black Friday, pretty much, yes.
Yep.
And like I told you, Hellfire, you can't really see the color too much, but I'm getting my 15th telemarketer call of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, I get 15 to 20 telemarketer calls. No joke, 15 to 20 a day. And I'm getting my next one right now. But anyway, outside of the Prime Day, which will the full event starts tomorrow. Early event was 13th and 14th. I'll be right back. Gotta run to the store. No problem. Take it easy. Drive safe, Waffles. But I'll go ahead and let you say this one, and I'll say the next one.
Oh, you want to? You talking about the one that starts with S? You want to do that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Vampire is free on PlayStation Plus. So if you have PlayStation Plus, you can pick up Vampire. There was one other game, I can't remember what it was, but there's 2 games right now that are free. Vampire is the big title that I would definitely recommend you picking up.
I'm actually probably going to get it after we end up stream tonight. I'm probably going to get my hands on it tonight as well. But if you're a PlayStation Plus person, Vampire, okay, I played it on release back when I worked for GameSlop. Okay, and I know most of you are like, wait, GameSlop? Did you just say GameSlop? Because normally people see me type it and they think I'm doing a typo. No, I intentionally call it GameSlop. I got in trouble for calling it GameStop and trashing them because it's copyright infringement, defamation of character. Well, guess what? GameSlop, you can't stop me for because I'm not using your name. It's not copyright infringement. But back when I worked for GameSlop, I got to play the game, and it's actually a really decent game. The story on it is actually really good. So yeah, if you're a fan of vampires and a PlayStation user, definitely check out Vampire.
Yep.
So right after that, for all you PC gamers out there, we got one for you on Steam. Hold on. Sir Dunksy says, "Do you peeps not pronounce it vampire like tire?" We do pronounce it vampire. Okay.
This game is not Vampire though. It's Vampire.
It's even though it's using a Y, it's pronounced Vampire. Okay. If you listen to the creators of the game call it Vampire. Okay. Even though it's Vampire, and we know that it is Vampire as per what the game makers say. So they pronounce it Vampire. I'm going to call it Vampire.
Yep.
But that said, for you PC gamers out there, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic Dos, okay, Sonic Due, for the French.
OG game.
The OG Sonic 2 is free on Steam right now. Get out there, there's a lot of other games out there free on Steam right now, but right now it is free on Steam. Go ahead and get it. You own it. It's yours. You know, there's no, like with PlayStation, if you stop playing PlayStation Plus, Vampire is going to be, you can't play it anymore.
Yep.
Okay, but
and
go ahead.
Sonic 2 was my hands down favorite game as a kid.
Oh, Sonic 1 and
So,
Sonic 2 all day long, bro. All day long.
Yep.
Sonic 1 made me love Sonic. Sonic 2 was like, oh, hell yeah. You know, some of the other Sonic games are really, really good, but Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 OG at its best. Great for if you're a streamer and you got a PC and you want to play some retro games, coming from Retro Guys, Sonic 2. Get it, play it, stream it. Okay.
See, I had the OG Game Boy, not the advanced and all that. The OG big block, 2 buttons and a D-pad Game Boy, and I had 3 games. I had Monopoly, I had Tetris, and I had Sonic the Hedgehog, and I carried that thing with me everywhere I went.
Well, see, for me, on a different scale, because I'm a little bit more OG than you, okay? I actually had what was called the Sega Game Gear. I still have my mint condition. I only had 3 games for it, okay? And I had the TV adapter, so I could watch TV on it. But now the analog, there's no analog, I can't watch TV on it. But I had Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and Surf Ninjas, okay? I still have all 3 games. I still have the Sega Game Gear. I wish there was some way that I could hook my Sega Game Gear up to the TV and be able to stream me playing Sega Game Gear, ladies and gentlemen. That would actually be kind of cool. But, you know, and Protestant Pig South did the OG Brick. Yeah.
Yep.
But yes, if you're a retro fan and you remember Sonic and you like Sonic, yeah, we got Spyro the remastered edition, we got Crash Bandicoot the remastered edition, but here you got the OG Sonic in its OG state for free. That is a true good game to stream if you're a PC game streamer. Okay, get it, play it, stream it. Right there, get it, play it, stream it. That should actually be a critical hit shirt right there. Get it, play it, stream it.
So the last one I'm excited about.
Go ahead, that's yours, all yours.
The last one that we have for you today is Rogue Company. If you have not already picked up Rogue Company, now is your chance because it is now free to play, yours to download, regardless of what consoles or system you want to play it on. PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, and I believe it's on Nintendo Switch now.
I don't know.
I can't remember if it's made to Switch yet. I know it's coming to Switch, but I know Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, all 3 versions of that, it is now free to play. You can download it today.
So yeah, if I've had it, I've got it. I don't like it, but a lot of people like Hellfire, and yeah, he likes it. The Fluffy Life loves it. I think Sweet Biscuits likes it. So I know a lot of gamers that actually like Rogue Company. I'm not saying it's not a good game. It's really good. I had fun playing with Fluffy Life and Sweet Biscuits and Hellfire, believe it or not, but it just isn't my game. Okay?
Yep.
It's too busy for me. But that said, definitely get it. Definitely play it. It's free. Now, what I'm projecting with it being free, I have a feeling they may drop cross network play.
What do you mean they may drop cross network?
Is it already cross network?
It's been cross network.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. So that makes it even better,
cross
guys.
Cross network and cross progress. So I have it on both PC and PlayStation, and all my save data, all the characters, all the skins that I buy, regardless of which platform I buy, it transfers over. So basically, if I download it, I own it here, and then I want to run over to my friend's house and play it on his PC. All I gotta do is have the game downloaded, sign into my account, and all my stuff is there.
See, like I said, the game, it's not my type of game. You know, I don't hate it. I just don't like it. But that, just knowing that it's cross save and cross network, damn, that's actually pretty beast. And with the fact that it's free, guys, free to play. Yeah, go get the game. Get the game. I don't like the game, and I'm telling you, get the game, okay? This is coming from somebody who doesn't like the game.
The game's free. If you don't like it, you can just uninstall it. It's not costing you anything.
See, and see, Dunksy gets why I don't like it. Like he's saying right here, it just kind of feels like Fortnite version of Counter-Strike, you know, with a little bit of Rainbow Six Siege, you know. That's how it feels for me. And that's kind of why I don't like it.
I definitely see other games where it took inspiration from other games. I'm not denying that it took inspiration from
and it's not. I'm not
but
saying
I still
it's bad.
enjoy playing it.
It's not a bad game, you know. I just personally, it's not for me, you know. But even though I personally don't like it, it's not a bad game, and it's free, and it's cross network, and it's cross save, which I just found out just now myself. You know, guys, it's free. Yep. Whether you hate it or not, you don't like it. It's free. I've got it, and I hate it, and it's free. Okay, get it, make it a arsenal of games. You never know, for you guys, for you girls, whoever, your significant other, or if you ever get a significant other, may actually like the game, and having it will kind of sway the person to kind of date you, maybe. You know, hey, who knows, if you're both gamers, have a Rogue Company date night, you know. So and it may not be for everyone, but it's a free game that someone else likes. Get it, have it, you know. So that said, it is now that time.
It is that time.
So costume time in bed as one of the Rogue Company characters. LOL. Right, costume time, costume role play. There we go. Foreplay and role play in the bed. Who knows, you know? But as we end our streams every single time, we always will end it with this right here. Suicide Prevention Lifeline, ladies and gentlemen. They do have a website, suicidepreventionlifeline.org. Check them out. A lot of great resources. They have online chat capabilities, you know. They have the phone number that you can call toll free. If you or someone you know is dealing with depression or being suicidal, hit them up. You know, they're there for you. They will help you with whatever means necessary that it takes to keep you and fix you and help you. They are there for you. Check them out. You know, as we both say all the time, there's a lot of us are in Stream Demons. You know, if you don't want to go to them, and you're a little bit closer to talking to me and you feel comfortable talking to me, I've been there, guys. I have been depressed and mentally I've had mental issues, okay? Not crazy or nothing like that, but having lost my father, I had some mental depressions and some emotional depressions that caused me to actually try to commit suicide. I've been there, okay? I still have days where I get, believe it or not, I have some emotional issues that I'm dealing with. There's times that I will lay in my bed and just cry out of nowhere for no reason. There's days that I get so super angry that in matters of seconds, I'm happy, and then literally in seconds, for no reason, boom, I'm instantly angry over nothing, okay? I have some kind of emotional chemical imbalance, okay? But I know this. I worked through it. Okay, if you have some kind of issue and you need to talk, hit me up on Discord. Retro is there for you guys. I'll be glad to talk to you. I don't care if it's 3 in the morning. I don't care if it's 4 in the morning. I don't care if you wake me up. Please wake me up. I'll be glad to talk to you. Hellfire is the same way. Biscuits is the same way. There's a lot of people in Stream Demons that is there for you. Come talk to us. We'll be glad to talk to you about whatever it is. You know, suicide is not the way. Hellfire, go ahead.
You pretty much summed it up. My like he said, my inbox is always open. If you're going through anything, you can hit me up. You can talk to me. I think Retro's a little bit lighter of a sleeper, so if it's 3 a.m., you're free to hit me up. But I'm a deep sleeper, so you might be best to hit Retro up at 3 a.m. But I'm always there for you. So if you need me, inbox is open. Definitely drop me a line, and I'll be glad to sit there and talk to you and try to work through whatever you're going through.
Yeah. Now Tabitha Sabbatha knows this. She feels bad about hitting me up one time with a message and thinking that she wakes me up. It's okay. I've trained myself. Having been an officer, I have to wake up at the slightest emergency call. So I'm trained to wake up at the slightest thing. Okay, you're not bothering me. As soon as I'm done talking to you, guess what? I'm gonna go back to bed and I'm gonna get the sleep that I missed with you. Okay, so it's not going to hurt me one whatsoever to talk to you, no matter what time it is. Anyway, now that we got this, like I said, use the resources that are there for you. That said, it is time to move on. We got a Stream Demon that is streaming and only has 1 viewer. So I'm going to go ahead and raid this person. Let me get it set up, guys. Please stay. All of you who are here, please stay with us for 5 minutes after the raid. If you don't like the streamer, you're more than welcome to leave. If you like the streamer, follow, like, subscribe, all that rigmarole. Do it. But let's get it set up here, guys. We are going to raid. Remember, hashtag raid, hashtag critical hit. Okay, we love each and every one of you. Those who left early, thank them for being here. Those of you who are still with us, thank you for being here. We love each and every one of you. We hope to see you next Tuesday. Don't forget that every Tuesday, 7 to 9, critical hit. You can catch myself throughout the week, Mondays, Fridays, Saturdays, soon to be Thursdays. Retroactive 84. You can catch Hellfire on his streams, Hellfire_LTV. Definitely check us out. But again, we love each and every one of you. Let's go ahead and do this. We're going to go to Rodimus Games, guys. He has 1 viewer. Let's show some love. Waiting for that raid now button. But anyway, guys, we do love you. Thank you very much. Allowing us to rant and rave and give you guys some great news.
Appreciate each and every single one of you.